are the Los Angeles Lakers switching schemes on the offensive side of the ball? JJ Redick had some really interesting words to say in the post-game presser after that Nuggets beat down by the Los Angeles Lakers. I want you guys to listen into this, and I want to talk about it on the other side.
Luka needs to be the guy that controls the offense, and Bron and AR, because we're going to stagger everybody, they're going to have their times to be on the ball. But all three of those guys are very intelligent basketball players, and we can create mismatches. We can get teams in the blender, and a lot of times that's how we were able to generate, I thought, some great looks in the first half. Made some early, and then we went cold, but we felt like we were getting good offense throughout that first half. He controlled the game when he had the ball in his hands, made some great decisions. I thought the way he handled the shock with Jokic up in pick and roll early, getting us good looks, getting Jackson 2 layups. They had to go to other options. And then on the other end, it was, a top-notch defensive game from him. And again, that was all our guys. They battled and they competed and they executed at a really high level.
So there you guys have it, right? JJ Redick is basically confirming something that we kind of expected, but he's basically confirming that the Los Angeles Lakers offense going forward has to be run through Luka Doncic. One of the interesting things when Lakers made that trade a couple weeks back was I wasn't 100% sure at what point they'd really figure it out, at what point Luka will be the guy where he controls the ball, and at what point the Los Angeles Lakers are in a spot where it's like that team chemistry's kind of back, right? And it's not perfect, right? Truth be told, against the Nuggets, it looked a lot better than it looked the 2 previous games that he had played in, but it looked a lot better. And I think what's kind of scary about this Lakers team is they really weren't that efficient against the Denver Nuggets, right? You got guys like Dorian Finney-Smith, who was 1 of 5. You have Gabe Vincent, 1 of 4. Jordan Goodwin and Dalton Knecht were 3 of 6, which is pretty good, but you got a lot of missed opportunities. I think there was a moment where Dorian Finney-Smith missed, I think, 2 or 3 back-to-back wide-open threes in which Luka had gotten him the ball and given him that opportunity. But we're at the point now where things are kind of starting to click for the Los Angeles Lakers, and we're at the point where JJ is kind of letting it be known that this is where the offense will kind of be headed as we go forward. And I also want to make another point. LeBron James was asked a little bit about this as well, and he basically compared how him and Luka were able to kind of do their thing against the Nuggets. He basically compared it in a connection with Luka Doncic to a receiver and a quarterback. He basically said that, I'm a natural-born receiver, while Luka is a natural-born quarterback. And we saw this multiple times where the Lakers ran quick, LeBron got that head start, and Luka put the ball exactly where it needed to go. I think 4 or maybe 6 points came off of the fast break where LeBron kind of got out in front. And Luka hit him on some really, really nice passes. And one of the things that I feel like, is going to be overlooked a little bit is the fact that LeBron's never been put into a position ever in his entire career where he can just sit out there in the corner and just wait for the ball to come to him. So to me, the fact that LeBron James was able to kind of sit in that corner, have that catch and shoot opportunity, which generally speaking, he doesn't get a lot of those. I think on average, he gets like 2 a game. Yesterday, he had 4 catch and shoot opportunities. Actually, 2 days ago against the Nuggets. And as we kind of go forward, he's going to have more of those opportunities where the offense is run through Luka. And even more so than that, right? We know what Austin Reeves does, right? He obviously controls the ball a lot as well. But just the fact that the Lakers have these different guys that can control the ball, right? And Luka, is arguably one of the best passers in the NBA. People don't realize this, right? There are some absolutely incredible passes by Luka that are not normal, right? Like this pass right here is phenomenal. You don't see this type of pass. There's probably like 2 or 3 guys in the NBA that can make that type of pass. Luka, very, very, very solid passer. He's going to be able to find people open. So much so that the Lakers are now in a spot where, they can rely on Luka a lot more than LeBron, right? LeBron doesn't have to create everything. He doesn't have to be the guy that has to be that like vocal point outside of Reeves. It's going to be interesting as the Lakers kind of go forward, right? I think this offense is going to look a lot different as we kind of continue to go forward. I think they'll continue to make small little adjustments here or there. We need guys like Dorian Finney-Smith and Gabe Vincent to obviously play better. They're 2 of 9. You got to be able to hit those, and they're 2 of 8 from 3-point. DFS definitely had a couple of 3-point opportunities. I think he had like some back-to-back ones as well that he missed, like wide open, straight up missed them. To me, the Lakers are in a very, very interesting spot as we kind of go forward, right? They're going to continue to get better. As LeBron says, you got Luka, who's like that quarterback. He's naturally being able to get the ball out and kind of get it out. He's able to, create his own shots. He's able to take it to the rim. Just a really, really special player that I think he's finally kind of coming to form. Another interesting thing that Jamal Murray actually said after the game, he talked a little bit about how the game kind of went. He talked a little bit about what, kind of happened in that game. He basically put it out there saying that they did not match the Lakers' intensity. And I felt that same way definitely watching that game live, right? The intensity I saw the Lakers play with, they have not played like that. Then they've done it a couple times, but like they haven't played like that in a couple of weeks, right? And obviously it's the Nuggets, one of the best teams. It felt like a playoff matchup to me. Jamal Murray's right? Like they did not match the intensity that the Lakers had. And more than that, the Lakers had a phenomenal game plan as well for the Nuggets, right? The game plan that the Lakers had, how they were going to attack the Joker, how they're attacking even a guy like Murray, right? To me, that was a really, really, really solid game plan put together. They did a really nice job. 2-3 guys always kind of went right at Jokic as soon as he got the ball. Rui Hachimura had a couple of really nice plays against Jokic as well, where Jokic had the ball and he turns around and Rui Hachimura is right there to knock the ball out, right? So the Lakers did a really, really good job. The intensity was absolutely incredible. But Jamal Murray also said one other thing that I think is very interesting, that I don't necessarily agree with, is that their role players were on fire, and it kept them up essentially by 10 points over the course of that game. I don't agree with that 100%. Now, of course, right, LeBron did his thing, Luka did his thing, and Jamal Murray did mention that, right? He said that Luka and LeBron can basically score 30 points on any given night, which is facts. But what he said was that the other role players were on fire. And that is true partially, right? Rui Hachimura as well as Austin Reeves scored 21 and 23 points. And those two guys did have a really, really good game. But the thing I don't agree with necessarily is that, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, these guys were a combined 3 of 12, right? 3 of 12, 25% field goal percentage. Those 3 guys generally are not shooting 25% from the field goal. Those guys are generally a lot more consistent. DFS at one point missed back-to-back wide open threes where Luka got him the ball in stride, in rhythm, right? He could have hit those shots. He missed them twice. Vincent had a couple of bad, he had at least 1 3 that comes to my mind where he's wide open. Generally speaking, those guys play a lot better as well. So although the role players, at least 2 of them were on fire, DFS, Vincent, and Knecht were not as good, right? I think, just imagine, the Lakers won by 23 points. Imagine if those 3 guys, all hit 1 or 2 shots more each, right? The Lakers, to me, would have blown them out by even more. It would have been a 35, 40-point game had those guys been able to kind of do their thing. And even so, like, Luka shot 10 of 22. He was 45% from the field goal percent. That's not what he'll be in 4 weeks from now, right? He'll be shooting at a higher percentage. And it's just crazy to kind of think, because Jamal Murray is putting it out there saying that these guys are on fire. But I would make the argument, although it was a really, really, really good win, I would make the argument the Lakers could play better, right? I think there's a chance they will play better in a couple of weeks, and the chemistry will be a lot better. They did do a great job on the defense side of the ball, and you can't, there's no argument there, right? They did a phenomenal job on that side. Jokic really, really struggled. I think he had like 12 points. And generally speaking, the Lakers just did a really nice job, right? LeBron did a good job when he had his opportunities to cover him. Rui did a really nice job when he had his opportunities. Jackson Hayes was kind of doing his thing as well. Generally speaking, the Lakers had a really, really good game against the Nuggets. So we'll see kind of what ends up happening. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.